confidence maybe for SEN now.
Must win round. Economy was hanging in the balance. I imagine Wolves win that round war through. They get to 7 already on split attack. Major deficit that SEN would have had to overcome. Zekin is just...
Wow.
He's in disbelief at how quick that was.
Bang has the gap in the poison orb here, but Spring is very much aware of it. Damn, Tess strips off him.
He's so good, man. Spring is a menace right now.
And now a break in the action as Wolves look to concentrate over towards this A side of the map where it's really only John in attendance. Only John in attendance.
Yeah, currently just Jiggle peeking.
I saw it.
They're going to send out that flash, perhaps for additional info, but no, isn't going to do so. Just wants to play. Perhaps for additional info, but no, isn't going to do so. Just wants to play off Narrate, who's now jump spotting the cross.
Run here with a bit of spray. Lysor takes a glancing blow. Okay, looks like that fault line does connect. Slows Wolves up further. Again, we're heading to the 30-second mark in the round, but they begin to have it once more. The timing! John!
Wait, was he self-stunned?
He's got to fight his way out of the corner, but he can't. Caught by the C's. Narrate, though, plants his feet. Sees the double swing coming in, but he's good for it!
Spike down A.
Hanasu stuck in screens. Spike too far away to recover. SEN looking like they can carry 3 rifles out of the round. Bang won't give him more than that. Wolves, they bleed the clock a lot. 30-second mark, they go for it and they fizzle as they try and hit A.
SEN again, they're able to get 3 players over to that A site in time. Juicy gets a lovely first kill onto Zekin. I think that was John got one while still in up. Yeah, he does. That is so important from John. After getting self-stunned by the close-range Trailblazer.
Look at
There
this.
then, that is a beautiful
Spike
little
down
transfer
A.
when Lysor tries to double swing.
That was a rolling thunder online here for Sentinels. Now last round they had the Viper's Pit to take that mid control. This time, not an option.
Second's actually picked up the Outlaw into this round. Multiple players that could be one shot.
Horn cleared as the poison orb blooming in mid.
And this time it's actually Bang who's up really deep in B main. Typically it has been Zekin.
Zilfet's down to 10. He took a hit from that Outlaw. Zelsa's back. Away in the ropes. You can see Zekin now has found himself elsewhere. This is hot and heavy. through mid, and Juicy's able to bring Zelsus down.
What a double swing. That was excellent from Wolves.
Now I see a push here.
Ball at top. When these players are hitting on the same day, they have shooters. They are so dangerous. But when things are going wrong, they're disjointed, they just look like a total. Different team. You didn't know which one you're gonna get, but we got Wolves at their finest to open up this game.
Spring actually wants to challenge the smoke here.
It's playing off that wall. Earlier was very passive when this dark cover was up.
He has to suspect that maybe the Ori's got tucked there in B main. We'll check back in on that story.
Paranoia is going to keep Juicy at bay, but Bang still feels like he needs to give up a fair amount of that space. SEN are making a multi-man pivot towards this A site. I mean, typically when noise had been made there, Wolves are just hard committing. You know, they had a couple rotates to B, but that was like 20 seconds left. SEN have typically had a great read on these situations.
Once again, Wolves using every second of the round to explore the map, but Juicy explores the
God!
Bang's cranium, what? He just takes the fights and wins them. That severely reduces SEN's even John peels off from screens maybe to go back around, but it's a heaven fight. Brewing Zelsus seems to know it. It's already labored. Hit there from Lysol that allows Zelsus to find his own too.
He knows the only way back in the round. He's playing a weird off-angle second.
Finally wins that fight, Wyatt.
Spring has been so dangerous. Towards B.
30 seconds left.
Cam cleared. Looks like the move is over towards ropes here for Wolves. SEN have all pulled back to the B site.
This A site is going to be completely open. Juicy, with all of the kills he's been finding, has the show.
here, Wolves introducing SEN to that Chinese Valorant in the most brutal way possible.
They are being outshot. The mechanics right now are just simply better for Wolves. Spring, dominant. Juicy's entry is incredible.
All right, we're going to do a break, folks. When we come back, more of splitting this game between SEN and Wolves after this.
To the rhythm, you don't stop. It go. Push that tongue. To the rhythm, you don't stop. It go. To the rhythm. To the rhythm. Push that tongue. It go.
Into this second half. Remember, it's really a measure of how much damage you're able to get out of each credit that you spend. And again, between 50 and 70 is really, really good. Siufat definitely getting bang for his buck with that quick two-piece to clutch the round out at 10 health.
Oh, yeah, the Sheriff, that was certainly a peak for him. And after that point, there just really weren't many situations at all where Wolves were having to go for big buys, having to eco. Their economy was stable throughout that entire half.
The number 3 seed from China, who honestly, in a world where EDG doesn't have a generational crash out in their sort of domestic playoffs, and not even here, are absolutely handling Sentinels here on Split. Holding them to only 4 defense side rounds, 2 timeouts already blown by SEN, frustration already bubbling to the surface for this North American squad.
Coming into this game, you're acknowledging the peaks and dips that Wolves had. The fact that they 2-0 Billy to qualify, but then lose 0-3 to Billy in the lower final. This team, when they're hitting, though, like they are today, individually are so sick. I mean, Juicy, Siufat, Spring are putting on a show. The 1v1s, the raw duels are just going the way of Wolves right now. SEN need to wake up.
Lysol gets first contact here at B. This is going to draw Siufat over towards that side of the map through spawn, but set up from committed.
Waiting right now to just play off of this fault line. Dark cover is going to